Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my show for Monday, April the 15th, 2019. Welcome one, welcome all. I'm glad you could make it. I hope you had a good weekend out there. Did anybody out there watch the Masters? Think some guy named Tiger Woods won again. Unbelievable, incredible. What a day today, though. It's kind of a downer, isn't it? Watching the television today, the burning of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Very depressing to see that. Firefighters are virtually helpless to really stop it. By the time they got fire on it, it was so far down the roof line that there was no saving her. And oh my, I did hear, though, they got a lot of the priceless artwork and treasures out of there. I think they have contingency plans for emergencies like this, where they know they have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour to get stuff out before fire, finishes it off. But apparently they got a lot of priceless items out of there. But still, it's too bad to see. It's a sad story, and we'll have to follow that and see where it leads. I'm sure there'll be an effort to try to rebuild her, and it's going to be one big job. But it'll be, I'm sure, a worldwide a fundraising effort to make it happen, and we'll just follow the story. Do what you can. What are you going to do? But here in TWB land, this little old channel on YouTube, folks are coming by and finding us. New people are finding us every day. The channel continues to grow along, which is very, very humbling and nice to see, nice to know. I note that we now are over 21,700 subscribers, 21,780. I think we're going to hit over 800 later tonight, and we're shortly on our way to 22,000 subscribers. That's just wonderful. The trend is growing, and I'm most appreciative of that. Of course, I'm glad people are finding this channel for the first time. I get a lot of comments from people who do find the channel and immediately write a note saying, boy, you got a great channel. I'm glad I found you. Really find your videos interesting. Love your live shows or love your videos. It's just great. Thank you out there for all of you who are finding me, spreading the word. A lot of you are spreading the word about TWB to others out there. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for all of you who give me thumbs ups on my videos, on my live shows. Thank you for those of you who acquire TWB merchandise. Thank you for that. That helps pay bills. Those of you who go to my Amazon affiliate link, thank you for that. And those of you who send in donations to this channel, thank you. Some of you are kind enough to share my videos on Facebook and other social media. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That really spreads the word like lightning to people who might not otherwise hear about me. Once they have a sampling of what it is I do and what we talk about here, we find that a certain number of people like to come on board, and it's great, fantastic. Welcome to the viewers in Canada, USA, all of North America, including the Caribbean. Thank you for joining me from the UK, from Europe, from Australia, Asia, New Zealand, Oceania areas. Glad you're here. Even some folks from Africa join us from time to time. It's incredible. The viewership, over 120 countries around the world watch my videos on a regular basis. It's incredible. Anyway, it's kind of cool. Thank you. Here where I am in Creston, British Columbia in Canada, the far west, I am 3 miles north of the United States border. I'm right north of the state of Idaho. I'm just north of the panhandle of Idaho. And today it's a very gloomy, yucky looking day. We're in the mid 40s, high 40s for temperature. But we're just not getting any beautiful sunshine breaks or anything like that. It's rather cloudy and overcast. It's unsettled. But the grass is green. The plants are waking up here. Moisture, a lot of it is in the air. So we have all the right ingredients for the start to spring. Last summer, we were suffering here from a lot of forest fire activity and a lot of smoke in our area. I'm glad to see as much moisture as we have. Hopefully, we'll have a very light summer this year with forest fires, hopefully none. And we'll keep it nice and clean, nice clean air with nice views of the mountains. We'll see. But today, a little overcast. What are you going to do? It's springtime. It's April, but every day gets longer. The sunsets are later. The sunrises are earlier. I think we're gaining almost 4 minutes a day of daylight here, and so heading in the right direction. I like it. If you've never joined me before, we love talking about cruise ships here. We love talking about cruise ships, cruise lines, news that in the cruise business, what's going on out there, different holiday ideas, ports of call. We talk the good, the bad, the ugly. We cover it all. I am not a travel agent. I am not a spokesman for any cruise line. I am not employed by anyone in the cruise industry. I'm an independent YouTube creator that loves to talk about cruise ships. And my viewers who watch me and join me on these live shows, watch my videos, generally they're known as cruise addicts, people who've been on a cruise before, can't wait to get on the next cruise, want to talk about the industry or want to know about what's going on. And so I welcome all of you who are joining me here today. If you have any questions about going on a cruise, what it's like being on a cruise ship, some of the things that the do's and don'ts, packing ideas, anything like that, you just let me know. Fire away. Put a question in there. It's an open Q&A anytime. If I can't answer the question, one of my viewers probably can. There's a lot of experience here. And love to have you say hi to me. If you're new to this channel, you never said hi to me before, I would love it if you would. By the way, if you'd love to, I'd love to have you subscribe, especially those of you who are watching on a rerun. If you're watching the show on a replay, please consider subscribing to this channel. There's a button there. There's a button there, and one of the two, there's a little bell thingy. Hit that bell thingy, that bell notification icon. You will get alerts from YouTube direct to you, letting you know that I have just loaded up a video or I have announced a live show or whatever I'm doing. And I did a video last night. I put a video on this channel yesterday evening. It was about midnight Eastern time. For those of you who have the bell notification icon, some of you may have noticed that before you went to bed last night, or this morning when you got up and took a look at your handheld device or your computer or your laptop, you saw an alert from YouTube that let you know he did it again. Traveling with Bruce put up a video, and you got to see the story. And we'll talk about that story in just a second. Like I say, if you're new to the channel, say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? Are you in North America? Are you in Europe? If you're in North America, tell me what town you're in. What's your high temperature today? I'd love to know that. Tell us what the price of gas is in your neighborhood if you know it offhand. We compare those prices too. If you're anywhere else in the planet, tell me what country you're watching me from. What's your high temperature where you live? That would be great. We'd love to get that. The gang here will say hi back to you right away. This is a great social hangout for people who love talking about cruises. People here talk to each other every day while I'm yapping away about my topic of the day and what have you. But love to give shout outs to all of you and appreciate you joining me. News of the day. Let's talk cruise news. Like I said, I put a video up last night that if you haven't had a chance to check it out, take a look at it later today if you can. Hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. Every thumbs up I get adds momentum to this channel. I really appreciate that, live or on recorded shows. The video had to do with a massive lineup at the Carnival passenger cruise terminal in Miami yesterday, Sunday, April the 14th. And folks were showing up for their cruise on the Carnival Magic cruise ship, scheduled to leave in the afternoon yesterday. People started showing up at 10, 10:15, 10:30 in the morning and so on, which they normally would. And they, of course, they kept coming. I believe the Magic can hold close to 3,000 passengers, give or take. So a whole bunch of folks came by to get ready to go on their cruise, and in not too short a time frame, the terminal building, the main check-in floor, started to get kind of full, and security started to guide people who are now arriving to wait in line outside along the drop-off area. And after another hour, by 11 in the morning and 12, we had 3,000 people practically waiting in line. And I would bet you half of them or more were outside in 85-degree heat and virtually 100% humidity in the blaring sunshine, waiting to board a cruise ship. and no one was going anywhere. There was no movement for folks who were trying to embark and get on the ship. You had a faster to the fun pass. You had a faster to the waiting in line pass with everybody else. You weren't getting on early. No one was getting on the ship because there were a whole bunch of people not getting off the ship either. The ship had come in, and there were delays in getting people off the ship. They were coming off in dribs and drabs, but there were a number of folks who were way behind schedule. And it turns out, after trying to figure out what's going on, the passengers who were waiting in line had no idea. The cruise line was not sharing any information as to why you were waiting in line outside. By the way, they waited up to, some of them, 6 hours. 6 hours to get on the cruise ship without knowing why the delay. What is the issue? I will give a bit of credit to Carnival. They did go up and down the line with water and some cookies and stuff, and then they offered passengers the opportunity to grab a bus and head to a food facility, and they would each get a $15 voucher to eat lunch and take an hour or so, no big deal, and then come back. A lot of people were upset with that, again, thinking, hey, some of them had the Cheers package. They had the drink package. They wanted to get on that ship at noon and start partying because, after all, you're paying $60 a day to drink and plus tips, and they couldn't even get a soda. All they were being offered is a bottle of water. They were not happy. In any event, what caused the whole kerfuffle? Turns out that for the prior week, the annual Tom Joyner cruise was on. What is the Tom Joyner cruise? It's a theme cruise. It is a cruise that is designed to raise funds for, I believe it is African-American kids to go to college. It's a fundraiser, and it is a music festival. It is an on-board music festival with stops in various locales, including Nassau. And in Nassau, they built a soundstage for a concert that the folks got to enjoy, as well as music on board the ship. And they had the DJs and the performers, including they had Janet Jackson on board the ship. She performed on stage on the main pool deck level, and a number of artists also performed during this entire cruise. It was a full sellout. Was a huge hit. It always is. Every year it's a great success. Maxwell was there. I don't know who Maxwell is. Charlie Wilson was there. I don't know who Charlie Wilson is. But I know the name Janet Jackson. And the party was on. The party was had. But when the ship returned back to Miami, they had to disassemble the stages and the sound systems, the lighting systems, and all that equipment at various venues all over the ship before they would depart for the next cruise. And here's the catch with cruise lines. Cruise lines have a window of usually 8 to 10 hours to get in, get people off, get their luggage off, get all the garbage off and sewage and everything, get fuel put on, put new water in there or whatever they're doing, get the food in there for the next cruise, get the alcohol, the beverages, any other supplies they need, and then get the passengers on with their luggage and have the muster drill and go. But when you throw in a cruise like this one for a 1 week event that had probably a dozen different musical acts and DJs and you name it, you had tons and tons of equipment that had to get off that ship. And the only time you can do it is the same time that this turnaround is happening. And from what I can gather, and whatever I could muster up with regard to any research yesterday evening, it sounded to me like the party was still happening. They were still dancing and singing and whooping it up at 2:30 in the morning on the way back to Miami. So when the ship came into port, something tells me that the teardown crew, they had less time than they thought they would have to get everything torn down. And I guess what Carnival is doing in a sort of a cautionary way, being careful, you're not going to allow passengers on a cruise ship before, first of all, everyone else is off. But second of all, you're not going to let passengers on a cruise ship when there are all kinds of workers all over the place with the drills and screwdrivers and wrenches and hammers and and moving pipes and speaker systems and suspended lighting system. I mean, there's no way you're going to allow any passenger on the upper deck of the ship to enjoy anything on the ship in that regard. And frankly, what do passengers do when they get on a cruise ship? They explore the ship. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you're first on a cruise ship. And so they held them off. And 6 hours later, upwards of 6 hours later, passengers are finally getting on that ship. It was pretty bad. People were fainting in line. They brought out medics on several occasions to tend to people who were feeling dizzy and had passed out and were not doing too well. There were a lot of complaints, and there was a lot of unhappy passengers who were not thrilled with what's going on. In the meantime, you can imagine on board the ship, the actual staff of the cruise ship, they're caught between a rock and a hard place. They're trying to get passengers off. Apparently at 2:30, 3 in the morning, crew members were discovering passed out passengers on loungers on the upper decks. They had to get them conscious, find out what room they were in, get them back to their rooms, and try to convince them to pack up. You're getting off the ship in 4 or 5 hours. There was a lot of that kind of a problem. There were a lot of folks who were in pretty rough shape and we're just not ready to get off that ship in any kind of physical capacity. Pretty bad. By the way, everybody, cheers to you all. Monday, April the 15th, 2019. Traveling with Bruce, saying hi to you, all of you. Hope you had a good weekend. I can tell you right now, a lot of the folks that Tom Joyner cruise had a great time. Oh, man. I'm hoping that the folks who got on the ship are having a good time, too. I don't know if they've been given compensation or not. I'd love to hear from any of you who know. If any of you are aware or know someone that is on the Carnival Magic, did they get any compensation for standing in line for 6 hours or not getting on ship? I'd kind of like to know that. Anyway, that is the story in an overall capsulated form. They eventually, like I said, got everything off of that ship, including the people to then let the newbies on. And I'm sure the crew were doing a lot of inspections for bodily fluids that don't belong in certain places, like too many margaritas and too much jumping throughout the entire decks of the ship and in the rooms and whatever. Oh, man. Can you imagine taking over a cruise ship after a bender like that? There must have been a few discoveries and a few, ooh, what is that? Yeah, that's last night's party. That's what you're smelling there, folks. They were probably out with the disinfectant and the air purifiers, and they were working. What are you going to do? It's one of those things. That was my video last night, and that's my lead story today. Oh, man, unbelievable. Other stuff. I read today that Carnival has announced a one-day sale. They're calling it a tax day sale. Today's tax day, April 15th. In the United States, you have to file your income tax today. There's apparently a tax day sale. Carnival is offering a 10% discount on all excursions. So if you're going to book a shore excursion through a Carnival cruise, you get a 10% discount. First of all, I go, whoopee, 10%. Oh, hold me back. I'm so giddy. But number two, on the other side of the coin, I'm thinking to myself, Carnival, the Carnival shares on the stock exchange about 2 to 3 weeks ago, in one day, did not have a good day. A couple of weeks ago, there was a financial report released by the company, their quarterlies. I think it was their first quarter financials, and then they had a conference call to talk to the stock analysts about how well they're going to be doing, or how are they going to be doing going forward. And the analysts wanted to know, what are bookings looking like, and what is pricing looking like 6 months out, 9 months out, 1 year out, and so on. And the company officials who were quoted or mentioning or talking on the conference call, they gave the wrong answer. They gave the kind of answer that stock analysts don't like to hear, especially when they're expecting nothing but happy times, kumbaya, or singing kumbaya around the campfire is all they want to hear. And the Carnival financial people had to admit that pricing pressures down the line were a little more difficult than they had anticipated. And in effect, they're not getting the top dollar per passenger a year from now that they thought they were going to be getting 3, 4, 6 months ago. They thought 6 months ago that for 2020-21, it's going to be even more money per passenger per cruise, and it's not happening. And a little bit of weakness there. Well, that is a sign that stock analysts hate to hear. And a couple of them put a hold recommendation on the shares, and other analysts put a sell recommendation on the shares. The shares the next day dropped about what was that, $3.5 billion in value is what the company lost the next morning to start the morning off. This news here, this is another sign to me. This is not Carnival giving a 10% off excursions because they're nice guys and they feel your pain with respect to your income tax filing. No, I think this is an excuse to give a 10% discount to get things moving. They're not getting the short excursion volume that they're looking for. They're behind on their numbers. They have projections down to 1/100th of a percentage point. They know what to expect. They expect certain parameters and certain numbers to be reached at a certain time, and they're not hitting their targets. And all of a sudden, there's a 10% discount on shore excursions. What about the person that booked the shore excursion 2 days ago? If you called Carnival and booked a cruise a couple of days ago and you booked some shore excursions, you find out that today and today only, surprise, 10% off, and you just booked a family of 4 for $100 each for an outing somewhere. That's $400, and now it's $40 less, but not for you because you're not booking it today. How are you to know? This does not work very well. I don't think this is such a good idea to do this type of thing. On the one hand, maybe it'll spur a little bit of action. On the other hand, it's telling me a couple of things. One, how much do you care about the people who booked a week ago? That's not good. They should be retroactively being offered a discount, but do you want to do that? I don't think so. I don't think you want to do that. But I think what's really telling me business isn't so great. It's okay. Business is good, but not great or beyond great. And the evidence of future weakness is beginning to show little by little in certain little places. And this seems to be one of them on Carnival. So anyway, I mentioned it to you folks. Keep an eye on it. See what you think. Will they extend the sale? Like, the cruise lines are famous for, it expires this Friday, this deal, and we've extended it for a week. What happens with this sale that's supposed to expire tonight at midnight? Will this be the first and one only time ever that they'll do a discount on shore excursions, or is this going to become a normal thing, and will there be more of it? We have talked in the past and a number of times about how you can get the freebies on board cruise ships, free drink packages, specialty meal packages, Wi-Fi packages, no gratuity deals. There's all kinds of throw-ins. Here's another one, discounts on shore excursions. We'll have to watch to see how this trend continues. All right. Other news I have here is about the Norwegian. Our friends at Norwegian were announcing today future itineraries for a number of their ships. They're just trying to hype up the business any way they can. It's their job. It's what they're supposed to do. They're talking about 2020, 21. Get into we're going to let you know where certain ships are going to be then, so you can book now. Please book now. Please God, book now. We need the commitments to tell our Wall Street, the lords of Wall Street, that we're making money. It's okay. The Bliss will be sailing Alaska the summer of this year, 2019. We know that. 2020, it will be doing it as well. And this year and next year, the Bliss will be joined by the Norwegian Joy. That's the ship that came from China. It's arriving in Seattle this week and will be in Seattle the next 2 summers with the Bliss. But the Joy is going to, let me stop right there and tell you then in 2021, the next year, so that's 2 years from now, the Bliss will be doing Seattle, Alaska, but it'll be then joined by the Encore, the brand new NCL Encore, currently under construction. and that one will be launched, I believe, late this year or so, if I got my numbers right. The Encore is the next Norwegian ship to come out. So it will be in Seattle for Alaska Cruises 2021. In the meantime, in 2021, the NCL Joy, that is in Alaska shortly, it will be home porting out of New York City. My New York friends keep asking me, when will some of the bigger, nicer ships come to New York from Norwegian? Well, the Norwegian Joy just got a $50 million Americanization upgrade. She will be in New York starting April the 14th, 2021, and she'll be offering a series of cruises to Bermuda and also to Canada. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. A little bit of shuffling going on with the cruise ships. Nothing uncommon, of course, but we're talking two of the newer ships, the Encore and the Joy, sailing from Seattle and sailing out of New York. Very interesting news there. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll follow that news. Other than that, there isn't a lot big stuff happening. There's a couple of small stories going on. There was a rescue of 23 people off the coast of Mexico in the Gulf of Mexico by I believe it was Carnival. They rescued people that were stranded on a ship that had been kind of dead in the water for a few days. It's not what I call a cruise line type story, but I'd mention it. And then there are a few other stories out there, smaller items. I noticed that I saw some photos of the Iona, the P&O cruise ship, the big one that's being built, the Iona. It is, starting to take shape now in the German shipyard, the indoor shipyard. And that'll be out, I think, next year. So exciting news there. The Oasis of the Seas, a little update there. Nothing dramatic. The Oasis of the Seas had a crane fall on her in dry dock in the Bahamas a week and a bit ago. That ship today passed the Canary and Azores Islands. They're now in that region, and they're headed quickly up now to Spain. They're probably 48 hours away from reaching Cadiz at present speed. Looks like they're running at about 20 miles an hour, maybe. So 480 miles a day. And so they should be in Cadiz in that Wednesday timeframe, and we'll begin to hear about the arrival of the ship to the dry dock. Somebody asked me a question on my channel page. They made a comment. They asked me about, isn't already a ship there now in Cadiz? Is there actually room for the Oasis? The answer is yes, there is. Apparently, the ship you're talking about, I believe it was another Norwegian cruise ship. The Norwegian cruise ship, it's in dry dock, but there are several dry docks in Cadiz, including this great big giant dry dock. That's the big one that's being reserved for the Oasis. It's open and ready to go. So when the Oasis gets there, she will be fairly quickly brought into the dry dock that's awaiting her arrival. She'll float in. They'll get her on top of those keels. The whole entire length of the ship will be sitting on these little keels all the way along her mid-keel area. And then they'll drain the water out of the dry dock, and they'll be able to walk right under her with all the cranes and lifts and hydraulic units, and they will get to work on the azipods and all the other damage they need to address with respect to the crashing of the crane on the back of the ship. They've got work to do, a lot of structural work, and then whatever else they're going to do to her. In the meantime, I have heard from another viewer who told me that they had a friend of theirs who was a waiter on the Oasis. The person actually works in one of the dining rooms and telling the friend, the staff is devastated. We are really hurting financially because the ship had taken a 1-week break to go to dry dock to get the azipods repaired, which turned into this massive catastrophe, which has turned into a 4 or 5 week complete shutdown of all passenger business. These waiters, the bartenders, the room attendants, the cabin stewards, and a lot of people down below, they depend on a majority of their revenue, their compensation to come to them from tipping. Those automatic tipping charges that are added onto your fare on a daily basis, that finds its way into thousands of hands down below. All of them are being only paid their base salary right now. And I don't know if it's more than $200 or $300 a month. It is or a week. I'm not even sure. It's very little money. It's very little money. And the comment was made that they can't send money home like they normally would back home to the Philippines, Indonesia, from where they're from. And there's nothing they can do about it because the ship has got to get to Cadiz, has got to get in the dry dock, has got to get repaired. These folks are on board a cruise ship with no business being made. And so they're hurting badly financially. And it's going to be a good 6 weeks or longer, depending on how long it takes to fix the ship. We still don't know. Will the ship be ready for May 5th for its first Mediterranean cruise as scheduled, or will they start announcing in the next week or two further cancellations when they really get underneath her and inspect the ship from every angle? We don't know. So, yeah, we'll find out. That's a little bit of other news there. I thought I'd mention that. And yes, what can I tell you? That's the way it is today in the cruise world. If you have any comments, please let me know. Any thoughts, any info that I should be aware of, please let me know as well. I appreciate that very much. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I think we had over 100 folks watching earlier during the telecast. Looks like about 96, 97 right now. Fantastic. Thank you for being here. 44 thumbs up so far today. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And thanks again for all of your support of this tiny YouTube channel. I love it. We are coming along. My wife, Jennifer, just so you know, she got together the other day with someone she occasionally will have a coffee with. And the gal was asking her, "Oh, how's your husband doing with that little YouTube channel of his? The last time I saw you, he had about 1,600 subscribers. Isn't that about right? How many's he got now?" And Jennifer said, "Oh, well, he's at 21,700." And she went, 2,170? No, he's not at 2,100. He's at 21,700. Oh my goodness. The town we live in is 5,000 people. So that's 4 times the population of the town I live in. The TW family is getting bigger compared to this little old Creston I'm in. Well, this gal was blown away, just blown away. That's incredible. I can't believe it. And so it was kind of nice to hear that. Every once in a while, we sort of shock a relative or a friend of ours with that because they kind of go, how's that guy of yours? Is he still tinkering around on that little, is he still talking to his computer? And does anyone watch him? Yeah. Have you not been watching? No, you don't watch him. No, you say you do, but you don't. Yes, 21,700, almost 21,800. Thank you, everybody, for joining the TWB family. You know how much this means to me. I love it. Thank you, everybody. Let's say hi to everyone that's coming here. I want to give shout outs to everyone who's here. And if you have any comments, let me know. Cameron Donovan is here saying hi. I'm going, hi, Cameron Donovan. John LeBeau is here. Hey, TWB. Lori Ornadorf is here from South Florida. 86 degrees. I say cheers to you, Lori, for an 86-degree day. We're about a 46-degree day. We have a ways to go to kind of catch you, but we're working on it a little bit here and a little bit there. Brittany Lockwood is saying hi. She is here. Hi, Brittany. Perry Gerfin. Hey, John. Hope you have a great week. Thank you, Perry, for saying hi to John. Mark Dirksen. Hey, all. Cool 3 degrees and rain in Ottawa. Mark, 3 in Ottawa. That's crazy. Gas prices, I'm too scared to look. $1.19 a liter Canadian, maybe. We're at 1.30 now. We're $1.30 a liter here. To put that in perspective, you almost need 4 of those to get a U.S. gallon together. So 5.20, call it, say, 4.80 Canadian for a U.S. gallon. Americanize that, and we're talking about $3.50, $3.40 a gallon. That's what we're paying up here for gasoline right now, and we make the stuff. We're sitting on it, not necessarily under this town, but Canada has a lot of oil and gas. We are paying. Sylvia is here saying hi, all 62 degrees and sunny out. I'm checking in now before I'm leaving for work. Tom Joyner themed cruise is called the Fantastic Voyage Party with a Purpose. He has this cruise every year for scholars to help. That's right, to help with his historically black colleges and universities in the States. And it's a sellout. It's a big party. It's always a big success. And I think the one they just had was either the 19th or 20th annual event. And the cruise line is at fault. As far as I'm concerned, the Tom Joyner people are not at fault for anything. They did what they did. They had their cruise. They had a great time. Everyone had a great time. The cruise line is just slow in getting the ship ready for the next batch of people, and they did not warn 3,000 cruisers. What, show up at 1 o'clock. Don't show up at 11 or 10 in the morning. Show up at 1 or show up at 2. No, they didn't. They had them show up at the regular time, and once that hall was full of people waiting, they had them line up outside. And that's where the problems were. It was crazy. Then the local TV stations had to come down there and film the people standing there and waving fans, trying to survive. That's not professional at all. Rob Sutter, hello everybody from Gap, Pennsylvania, 51 and windy. MGM family traveling. Hi everybody, 50 and crazy windy in New Jersey. Sheila is here. Sheila Boyser, hi from Lynchburg, Virginia, 57 degrees here. Storms passed over us yesterday and last night. Hope and pray everyone is safe. Gas $2.49 a gallon. Welcome, Sheila, to the show. Brittany, I thoroughly enjoyed my weekend with my boyfriend. He came over here and ended up spending one night. We slept in different rooms, not together. Brittany, we don't need the details. You don't have to be. This isn't the confessional. You don't have to give us any of these details. You just keep that to yourself. And I'm glad you got together with your boyfriend and came by. And that's all good. And we're happy. You don't have to tell me anything more. It's all fine. Roland Tucker. Hey, hi, everyone from a rainy Montreal. Roland, welcome from Montreal. Glad you're here. Tracy Dunlop, hi, Brucinol, 79 Fahrenheit and bright and sunny in Naples today. Gas $2.79 a gallon. It's going to $3 in the States again. This is insane, but it is. Nurse Nancy, hi, all. Brittany, Tracy, Sheila, Sylvia. Wisconsin cannot figure out the weather. Going from blizzards to sunny spring days. It's a lovely day in the high 40s today after yesterday's blizzard in Wisconsin. That's a Beloit, Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. Nurse Nancy, welcome. Sheila saying, how nice. Sylvia, Roland, hi, Bruce. Brittany, 74 degrees and sunny in Baton Rouge. Sheila saying, hi, Nurse Nancy. How's everyone doing? Nurse Nancy, I'll be on the road listening in as I travel home today. Chat with you guys after I'm home. Right on, Nurse Nancy. Roland, okay, Nancy. Let's see here. Pat Callahan popped in but popped out. Oh, Danny Boy is saying hi to everybody. How you doing, Danny Boy? Robert Scott is here. Hey, everybody. Thumbs ups. Sheila, it's a beautiful day today in Lynchburg, Virginia after last night's storm. Didn't get to sleep until about 3 a.m. Hope Tom Henry didn't get hit with this stuff. Sylvia, yesterday in Greensboro, we were being held hostage in our homes all afternoon because the weatherman kept on telling us there were tornadoes in the area. Guess what? All we had in Greensboro was wind. Well, better safe than sorry, and you just never know. I trust the weatherman with the Doppler radar. I trust those guys. But, Mother Nature, you never know what happens. Paul Wilgus, hello, everybody. It's 48 and windy here in Virginia. Scott Weber, hi, everybody. Sheila saying, here he comes. Hey, Paul Wilgus and all. Paul Wilgus, hello, Sheila. Paul Wilgus, hello, Sylvia. Gail R, hi, everybody. Newbie here. Hi, Gail R. How are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my show. I'm glad you're here. Tell me, where are you watching me from? Are you in Canada or the USA or somewhere else in the world? Let me know. What's your hometown? Love to have you. I'm glad you're here. Guno is here. Guno Hirschfeld. Good afternoon, Bruce. Greetings from Blanche Marie. The fire started in the tower, but all is gone now from Notre Dame. It is terrible. It is just awful. I've been watching it on TV for hours, and it's just heartbreaking to see the Notre Dame Cathedral go up in flames like that. Such a sad sight. And, just what are you going to do? The rebuilding will begin. It's just unbelievable. Robert Scott, 40 in Pittsburgh and cold. Yes, sir. That's not pleasant. Johnny Fitzhugh, can we talk about the Carnival story today? I think we did. But if you got another one, you let me know. Valerie, hi, everyone from Florida. Paul Lucas, hello, Gail. Heather Young, hello, everybody. 54 sunny in Kentucky. Hi, Heather. Paul Callahan, hi, Bruce from Bowmanville, Ontario. Paul Callahan. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. You got to tell me something. You got to help me out, buddy. I used to live in KW. I used to live in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. I went to college in Toronto, George Brown College. Where's Bowmanville exactly? Are you relative to Toronto? Are you north, east, or west? You're not south. I know that. Where's Bowmanville, Ontario? Thank you for joining me, and I'm glad you're here. Guno, going on to Magic this 19th of May. Hopefully no problem on board when I'm on it. Hopefully you should be fine. Gail R. Hi, Paul. And Charaval, hello all. It's 38 and windy here in Cleveland. Gas is 260 or so. Welcome from Cleveland. And as usual, I'm glad you are back. Brittany Lockwood, let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. How many we got? 51 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs ups. I really appreciate it. Let me aim at the camera there. Thank you, everybody, for for supporting me on this channel. Every thumbs up tells the YouTube computers, the analytics in YouTube, they go, oh, this guy's popping. This guy's active. He's got interaction. Finally, we have a creator that has interaction with their fans. The more the merrier. They start to promote my channel because you're promoting my channel by giving me these. I thank you very much. Every time you give me one of these on any video I've ever made, if you want to really go nuts and watch 10 of my videos every day that I've made, I've only made 850. It's not like, you know, check out some of my 850 videos. Give them all a thumbs up. Oh, man, does that get things going at the analytics department at YouTube. I love it. That helps this channel a lot. Thank you, everybody. Brittany, let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. Sylvia, hi, Paul, got on early to explain the Tom Joyner themed cruise. Sheila, Bruce, are you going to be another Jim Zim? Or you are going to be, oh, Bruce, you are going to be another Jim Zim. Oh, Al, thank you. For those of you who don't know who Jim Zim is, that is Jim Zimmerlin. And Jim is in California. He works, I believe, he has a full-time job at a nuclear power plant. And I think he's only going to work for another 1 or 2 years. And I think he hits retirement. I think that's what he's doing. He's just working until he's retired. But he is a former radio and television personality. Got the golden voice. And he does some really nice work. He loves cruise ships. He loves model trains. And he also loves doggies, puppies. And he does some really nice video work. But Jim's channel, he's been on for a long time, about 7 or 8, 9 years, like a long time. And he has 280,000+ subscribers. I have 21,000. So gonna be a while. But you know, we all got to start someplace. And Jim was kind enough. I asked him if he would be interested in doing a collaboration with me, a video with me about a year and a bit ago. And I was talking to him on Facebook Messenger, and he was kind enough to answer. We were talking live to each other on Facebook Messenger. I was nervous as hell because I had 1,300 subscribers. He had 200,000+. But he was going on a holiday and wasn't going to be around when I was doing what I was doing, and so we couldn't get together at that time. But someday I would love to meet that guy. I think he's got some stories, really good ones. Love his work. Juno, good afternoon, Bruce. Greetings from Melange. I got that info already. Gail R. from Michigan. Well, welcome from Michigan, Gail, the beautiful state of Michigan. Bethan Smith, hi from Wales. Bethan, welcome from Wales in the UK. How fantastic. One of my favorites from the UK. Vivian is on the QM2, the Queen Mary 2, right now on her way to New York. She is on board the ship. I look forward to hearing from her when she is stateside. We love our viewers from the UK, as most of you know. Welcome to the show. Linda Lou, hi, Bruce and TWB family. Paul Wilgus, Sylvia, it sounds like a very worthwhile cause. Sheila, so sad, you know. Paul Wilgus, hello, Linda Lou. You know, going on my magic 19th of May. Shouldn't be a problem, Juno. You'll be fine. HM the King, my heart breaks to see 800 years of history completely destroyed in a few hours. Hopefully a massive rejuvenation project will take place for the Notre Dame Cathedral. Shane Boyd, Bruce, was on Norwegian. I was on Norwegian Dawn last week. It had an electrical fire. Thursday morning at 2 a.m. There was lots of confusion as it transpired. I don't think they handled the situation very well. Shane Boyd, this is news to me because I heard nothing about this anywhere, and it's interesting that you mentioned it. I did read this morning of a fire that broke out on the Princess. Emerald Princess, that's the one. Emerald Princess. It was just coming out of dry dock in Victoria in Canada when there was a fire coming out of on the 3rd deck at the aft, at the back, and that the crew was fighting it from level 4. It was something to do with a dehumidifier unit of some kind. They put it out. It took about an hour, and the ship is getting ready to set sail probably today or tomorrow. It's in Vancouver, heading to Alaska. And there's no other news on it. I found a brief little thing on it from our friend at Cruise Law News. He had a little thing about it, but there are no photos. There's no video about it. There's no nothing. And these kind of fires or these issues, these happen from time to time, and many of them go unreported, undetected, and we don't know about them. They bury these stories. But thank you for sharing that, Shane. Very interesting story. Scott Weber's Linda Lou, he's saying hi. Sheila saying hi, Linda Lou. Sheila Martin, hi, Bruce. We're enjoying sunshine, mid-50s in East Tennessee. Right on, Asila. Welcome to my show again today, as always. Scott Weber. It's in the mid-60s here in overcast in Palos Verdes. It looks like gray May. Right on, Scott. Welcome back. Kathy Hennessy. Hi, TWB family. I was kind of disappointed yesterday with another YouTuber, Sal Patera. He posted that in order to watch his videos and live chats, you need to pay $4.99 a month. What nerve? That is interesting. I hadn't heard that. That's interesting. I don't know Sal on a personal level or anything like that. I've never talked to him, never met the guy. But I can tell you a little story about him. Would you like to hear a little story about Sal? I'll give you a little story. This is about a year ago. If you recall, about a year ago, the Carnival Horizon cruise ship was launched by Carnival. And her first, like, 2 or 3 months, she was having all kinds of tiny little incidents. The Carnival Horizon, one of the engines conked out on her on a Caribbean cruise one weekend or one cruise, and that got resolved quickly. And then she went to New York, and she was coming into dock into New York, just off the coast, just off the shore of Manhattan Island, and coming into Port 82 or whatever it's called. In any event, the ship, the Carnival Horizon ship, quote, crashed into the pier in New York. I did a video about that, and a number of YouTubers did a video about that story, and a lot of media covered that story because it happened in New York City, the center of the world. In any event, Sal did a video about the crashing of the cruise ship into the pier in New York, the Carnival Horizon, and he was talking to the camera, doing the report, and then he popped up a video about it, and the video was my video. It was my video. He was using my video. He didn't call me. He didn't ask me for permission. Nothing. He used my video to do a video about the crashing of the Horizon into the pier in New York. And then he put my title on there. He wanted to kind of give me credit for it, I guess. He put Traveling with Bruce on there, spelled it with one L. Traveling with Bruce. Not traveling with Bruce, just one L. And I just shook my head and I thought, oh, man. I had, I don't know, 2,200 subscribers at the, I don't know how many, I didn't have many. I was still growing, of course. I'm always growing, but at that time I was still, really tiny. And I thought to myself, should I complain to YouTube about this? Should I lodge a complaint to YouTube? I'm thinking, I don't even know how to load videos yet, let alone all this stuff. I thought, I don't want to get in the middle of a so-so match with another small, tiny YouTuber, because he didn't have many subscribers either. I thought, no, what the hell? He's at least, put my name up there, Traveling with Bruce, with one L. But he used my video to do his video. Never talked to him, never met him. I think right now he's got more subscribers than I have. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm not sure what he's up to. Is he Kathy, I'd love to know, Kathy, tell me, because I don't know if you've said it or not, but if you haven't already, is he asking $4.99 a month doing this on on YouTube itself? Because I don't know how he can do that unless there's something he can do I can't do. Or is he doing this through maybe Patreon? Is that what he's doing? Is he doing a Patreon thing, trying to set up his live shows just through there and no ads, just whatever? I'd love to know. Kathy, let me know if you could. Sheila, I wonder, Shane Boyd, how much training they receive for these incidents. Yes, Shane. Well, I have to say, if you've ever been on a cruise, it's likely that if you've been on, say, a 1-week cruise, you've probably heard announcements being made, especially on days when a ship comes into port and everyone gets off the ship for the day. They'll run training exercises with the crew on port days, and sometimes the exercises are they'll be in the water beside the ship, lowering and raising lifeboats as drills. Sometimes they have inflatable lifeboats in the water, and they turn them upside down, and they show the crew how to turn them right side up with just their body weight. Sometimes they'll do fire drills, like they'll have assembly drills, and all that. They'll do all kinds of drills. So this type of incident, they usually do drills for this. This is a fire brigade issue, and they usually have crew members that really show themselves to be reliable, dedicated, guys, girls, and what have you, to do this. And um, um, anyway, I just thought I'd mention that as a thought that that they do drills for this event. But when a real event happens, they're never like the drills. Real events are totally different than drills. And now this is when you begin to realize just how good you guys are. And hopefully and thankfully, this might have been a minor incident. Hopefully it was. And it got looked after relatively quickly. And everyone learned from it a lot. We'll see. I don't know. Interesting, though. Sylvia Paul, it really is. She says, I always wanted to go on that cruise, but Tom Joyner charges like 3 times the regular cost, only because the money is for scholarships for the students. Well, it's also because of the talent that they might have to pay for. It's also for all the staging, all the lighting, all the promoting. This is a one-off, one-time cruise only, and it's expensive to pull off. But yes, there are funds going for the right reasons. And so, yes, it is expensive. Sela, hey, Shane, no, I wouldn't trust Norwegian to handle anything well. Sheila, still windy here too. She says to Paul, Linda Lou, hi, Paul, Scott, Sheila, how you guys doing? Kathy, I love Bruce and TWB. Anthony Casper, 8 inches of snow yesterday, but melting with 50-degree temps yesterday. Gas $2.99. Linda Lou, Scott, same kind of weather here too. Heather Young, Kathy, Bruce is awesome. Well, thank you, Heather. You're so kind. How many thumbs up? 66 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. 66 thumbs up. Let's get 100. This is awesome. Linda Lou, Scott, how was your brother's ski trip? Sylvia, hi, Linda Lou. Sheila, I bet Vivian is having a good time. HM the King. Bruce, I sent you an article about Dublin Port on Facebook Messenger earlier today. I don't know if I have time to see it yet, but I'll look for it. Linda Lou, Sylvia, hey, sweetie. Shane Boyd, floor 10, port side, hallways filled with smoke, and they got the area evacuated. Very interesting shade. Roy Elwell, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, 86 right now. Right on, buddy. Right on. Welcome, Roy, to the show and the channel, and thank you for letting me know where you're watching me from. That is awesome weather. Jaco, hi, everybody from windy but sunny Netherlands. Shane, didn't get any apologies from them at all. Linda Lou, Viv Ship was late leaving, I heard. Judy, Denny, Augusta, Georgia, windy 64. Welcome, Judy, to the show from beautiful Augusta. Kelly Haston, hello, TWB family. Thumbs ups to you, Bruce. She said, thank you so much. Susan R., unusually windy here. 60 degrees in Northern Virginia. Even had planes intent on landing at National rerouted over our house. Low, loud, and scary. 1 a minute for an hour. Where do all these flyers come from? Around the world. Absolutely. Washington, D.C., I guess. That's probably where they're trying to get to. 66 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Sheila, I would have passed out from the heat. 80, 96, 86. Linda Lou, 50 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy rain in the forecast. Sue Pretter, Utzberg, Wisconsin. Is that how you pronounce that? Utzberg? 55 degrees today. Snow yesterday. Gas, 265. Gail R., that's awful. Linda Lou, Paul is, when is Tom due home? Paul Willis, he should be home now, Linda Lou. Paul's thinking. Paul Willis. Delray Beach is here. Sylvan Forest, let's show that comment. Hi, Bruce and all. 86 Fahrenheit, Delray Beach, sunny, nice breeze, ideal for a libation cigar. And TWB, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and notification bell. 85 Fahrenheit, waiting in line is a killer. Unimaginable. Yeah, 85 degrees and in line, waiting in line, not good. Yeah, that would be bad. Sheila, he was at LAX yesterday. Tom Henry, he was at LAX yesterday. I believe Linda Lou, but haven't heard anything. We had bad storms here in Virginia this AM. Linda Lou, wow, Kathy, I have watched him before. Paul Wilgus, unless he ran into flight problems, maybe Tom did run into flight problems. HM the King, is Viv on the QM2? Yes, she's on the Queen Mary 2 right now. Sheila, like you at Paul Wilgus. Linda Lou, kind of thought that, so was surprised not to see him here today. Paul Wilgus, yep. Linda Lou, yes, HM the King. She's on the ship. Let's see here. Who else am I going to talk to? Cool Jazz. Tom got in late. Linda, and he's tired. Said he might not be here today. Right on, Cool Jazz. Thank you for the update from New York. Let's see. I wish I was on 108 days. Linda Lou said. Sylvan, gas at $2.74 US a gallon in Delray Beach. Paul Wilgus saying me too. Scott Weber, nothing on the Calais side to postpone anything. I don't know what that means. Let me kind of come through here. Sylvia, Bruce, we love to keep a party going, laughing out loud. Fantastic. Heather Young, hello. Scott Weber. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Double checking. Bon Jovi had his cruise this weekend. Also says Cool Jazz. Yes, he probably made his first one of $2 million. Million this weekend. He'll do the other one in Europe on his next one. Fantastic. Way to go, Bon Jovi. Let's see. Get up. Get up. Wake up. Get out, says Sheila. Kathy Henderson, don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Linda Lou, cheers to you, Bruce. Thank you, Linda Lou. Mary Allen Shaw, John Harold said they got $50 per person on board credit for the lineup delay. Interesting. Mary Ellen, I appreciate this. Trying to figure that out. Brittany, beverage of choice for me is Powerade. Let's see here. Let me get through here. Catch up with some comments as to what's going on here. Sylvain says, we lost Bruce and reloading. We're good here. We've been on the whole time, Sylvain. It got to be you. Can't be me. Cool Jazz, I saw 3 Carnival ships over the weekend, and I was disgusted with the rust at the waterline. They need to be in dry dock. Interesting, Cool Jazz. The look of a cruise ship says a lot about the line, doesn't it? It really does. Scott Weber saying to me, do they have a tax day in Canada? Or do Canadians not pay taxes? Oh, wow. Oh, we pay taxes. But it's the end of the month, the end of April. The 30th. That's the tax day in Canada. Brittany, I would not be surprised if a lot of people who are on the Carnival Magic are still feeling the effects of being drunk from the last week. I wouldn't be surprised either. They pay taxes in Canada, Scott says, Cool Jet. Sela, they should charge double for the Tom Joyner cruise next year, not triple. Linda Lou, Tom's still doing his taxes, I guess. Sheila, Wall Street better be on the lookout after the episode of Carnival dumping. People don't like it. The stock was up today. Thought I saw it. Seal, I heard Carnival might be denied U.S. sports due to dumping. That's what we've been talking about here for about 4 days. That has been a big story around here. Brittany, Carnival needs to stop to drop prices on everything. And I'm sure cruises would be snatched up for quite some time. Yeah, well, that's the problem. Brittany, they're trying not to drop prices. They're trying to raise prices to increase profits. They're trying to convince their people in Wall Street that are underwriting these billions and billions of loans, dollars of loans, so they can build these new fancy ships. They're trying to convince them that you want to lend us money. Let us borrow money at really low rates because we're not a high risk at all. We're making nothing but money and more money and more money and more money. But all of a sudden, the party might be over and discounts to start to appear here and there. We'll have to watch for that. Tom Henry, I just arrived. Linda Lou, I did my taxes before we left. Welcome, Tom Henry, to the show. Sheila, yes. Sheila saying, Sheila, yes, but I wonder if they will just be heavily fined. Let's see here. Cool Jazz sure was. Sheila, wasn't a good look. Kathy Hennessy, no retroactive, not retroactive, but have to cancel and rebook and hope it's still available. Glad you made it, Tom Henry, says Sheila. Paul Lucas, hello, Tom. Tom, roughest air trip ever last night, Atlanta to Richmond. That would have been rough. Yes, that would have been rough. Linda Lou, oh, hi, Tommy boy. Sheila, it makes the whole line look bad. Sheila says to Cool Jazz, hello, Mr. 5716, how was your day? Tom Henry, hi, Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz. Sheila, I can only imagine Tom Henry wasn't too good here on the ground either. I'm glad it passed us by. Linda Lou, glad you're here and hope you had an awesome time, Tom. Tom, rough because of the wind and the storms, question mark, from Paul Wilgus. Judy Denny, Tom Henry, the storms were bad in parts of Georgia. Cool Jazz, with all that wind, Tom, you get in early? Tom Henry, the whole way from the airport to the park and go, the radio emergency alert kept sounding. Tornado and thunderstorm warnings. Nice welcome back. Yes. Zena Kimbrell. Hi, Bruce. I'm married to a Bruce. Zena, I don't know whether to congratulate you, whether to commend you, or whether to feel sorry for you. I don't know what to do. But Zena, we Bruces, we try awful hard. There was Batman. I mean, Bruce Wayne, I am Batman. There's the Bruce Springsteens, so there's some good Bruces out there, and then there's little old me, TWB. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. I'm glad you're here. We got 68 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for 68 thumbs ups. 32 away from 100. Can we make it today? I don't know. If anyone out there has got a thumbs up lying around they can spare, that would be really nice. Let's see if we can make it. Sheila, LOL, laughing out loud. Cool Jazz, Paul Lucas, laughing out loud. Tom, yes, Paul, my hand was sore from Cindy gripping it, laughing out loud. Sheila, they were sounding because you came back, Tom. Tom's back. They're tornado. Tom the tornado is back. I don't know about that. Scott Weber, how are these small Alaskan towns going to handle the number of tourists? These towns are really small. Well, Scott, you know, they bring in all these seasonal workers to help out with the tours, and you know, I personally think it gets to the point where you overdo it. You love a place to death, and it's happening in the Cayman Islands. It's happening in Saint Martin. It's happening in sometimes it happens in St. Thomas. Since there's 5 ships in town in one day, try to go up that cable car. And it's happening in Alaska. I think it's happening in Alaska. And the problem is, and the reality is, lots of cruise ships, lots of open rooms. You got a town in Alaska of what, 5,000 people, 3,000 people, and 2 cruise ships show up with a total of 9,500 tourists who want to do something today. Yeah, we're overrunning the place. Sometimes you kind of wonder, really? No one limits it. There's no limiting of it. It's wide open. It's the Wild West. What can I tell you? Donnell, hi Bruce and all. Very interesting cruise news today. I must watch your recent nightmare video after the show. Congrats in advance for reaching 22,000 followers. Thank you, Donnell. We're going to be there in a couple of days. I appreciate that very much. I did do a video a couple of days ago as well. It was a recap video. I think I put it on Sunday morning or Saturday. It's a recap of the news of the week. If you get a chance, check that out, everyone, and tell your friends about it. Just share it on Facebook for me. I appreciate it. Judy, Denny, Sheila, we were in Tornado. Watched most of the afternoon. Interesting. Sheila, I was worried about you and Tom and Cindy. Linda Lou, hi, Donnell. Paul Lucas, hey, Donnell. Let's see here. Sheila, us too, Judy, came this way next. The tornado warnings. Carrie Ann, hello, everybody. Hi, Carrie Ann. How are you today? Welcome. Tom Henry, we were 1.5 hours late departing due to having to find a pilot. The original must have chickened out. The group of people took forever to get in their seats, too. We left 45 minutes after boarding started. Sheila, I would have chickened out myself. Donnell, hi, Linda Lou and Paul. We had a washout in my area today. What a deluge. Hey to you too, Sheila. Hey to you too, Sheila, from Donnell. Tom Henry, I overheard the gate agent telling people the passage was full at the weight limit. Everything was full to weight limit. Only one of our bags made the flight. Oh man, Sherry, awesome sunsets. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Sherry. Tom Henry, lucky we got off the ground. Sherry, hello everybody. Linda Lou, hi, Sherry. Sheila, hi, Sherry. Let's see here. Everyone's here saying hi, Sherry. Kellyanne, hello. Brittany, Carnival Sunrise, Triumph is in dry dock and Cadiz, not a Norwegian ship. There we go. Sherry, hello, Linda Lou and everybody. Let's see here. Paul Wuggas, Tom Henry, what about your other bags sent on a different flight? Happy Lux is saying hi and hello. Welcome, Happy Lux. Tom Henry, yep, the other bag was delivered today while I was sleeping. Donnell, hello, Happy Lux. Hope all is well with you. Paul Wuggas, well, at least I got there. Thank goodness. Laughing out loud. Tom Weber, Scott Weber, hi, Tom Henry. Looks like you had a great time. Sheila, did you get any weather, Tom? Did you get any weather? Yeah. Glenn Edinburgh, hi, Bruce and TWB. Glenn, welcome from Brisbane, Australia. I'm glad you're here. You're entering the beginning of fall, so those hot summer days should be over. Welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well now, way down in Australia land. Mary Ellen Shaw, Tom Henry, remember when I used to get excited and be happy about going on a flight? No more. Tom Henry, hi, Donnell, great cruise. We did have one forward elevator closed on Sunday due to some of Bruce's excess fluids. Oh my. Brittany, I think more cruises will be getting canceled for Oasis of the Seas, says Brittany. Tom Henry, they had the doors blocked open to air it out, laughing out loud. Oh man, was it a little rough? Oh my. Paul was laughing out loud. Sheila, hi there, Glenn. Sherry, I wouldn't be surprised, Brittany. Sheila, hi there, Tom Henry. Glenn saying hi, Sheila. Tom Henry, Sheila, perfect weather on the cruise, just not on the way back to get home. Linda Lou, bet it's hard to come home, Tom. It's got to be hard after a Panama cruise. It's tough to come back. Mr. Grumpy, there should be a 10% refund to every person for that Carnival cruise. I'm thinking it's what he's thinking. Cool Jazz, Bruce might have to move to a bigger town to accommodate the subscribers. Sheila, what about at your home, Tom Henry? How's the weather there? Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce and all, 74 degrees and sunny in Tarpon Springs, Florida today. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We did, Tom. It was fantastic. I enjoyed watching the Masters on TV. Yesterday, Jennifer and I took my cousin to Ainsworth Hot Springs here in British Columbia, about an hour and a half away, or actually it's about 2 hours away from this house. You have to take a car ferry ride to get over the lake, to get over to Ainsworth. We were in this beautiful hot cave, the hot waters of the Ainsworth Hot Springs. Cheers to all of you. I slept really well last night. I always do when I come back from Ainsworth. Just loosens you right up. And oh, I stretched out every part of my body. Try to reduce the stress of being a YouTuber, being swatted and all, what can I say? Anyway, I had a great time and it was wonderful. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, we had great weather while you were gone. Yesterday sucked. It's your fault. Eric Peterson, welcome back, Tom. Eric Peterson, hi from Boston. It's 55 degrees. Welcome, Eric, from beautiful Boston. Tom Henry, Delta was weird. We had no seat assignments when we printed the boarding pass. Got those for the first flight at the terminal. Didn't get the second flight seats till we got to the boarding gate. Crazy. Linda Lou, I love seeing Bruce every day. Linda Lou, thank you. That's nice of you to say. Donnell, hi, Brittany. Sheila, Bruce is going to have to get friends to help him respond to us. Tom Henry, sorry, Paul. And Sheila, Scott Weber, gasoline is $4.05 here in Southern California. Oh, man. It's going up. Glad everyone getting their Bruce fix for the day. Laughing out loud. Linda Moore, short excursions are not an attraction to cruisers anymore. The amusement park features on the ship is what's happening now. There you go. Donnell, hi there, Nurse Nancy. Happy Monday. Cool Jazz. Paul Wilgus, you lucky Tom got home. Based on the flight number he gave me, he was on a flight to nowhere. Oh, gosh. Stuart says, Linda Lou. Nurse Nancy, I'm home. I've been listening, and now I can chat with you all. Welcome, Nurse Nancy. Everyone's saying hi to you as well. Rick Oswald, 90 in Arizona with a chance of chemtrails. Oh, my goodness. Welcome, Rick Oswald, from sunny, warm Arizona. Welcome from AZ. Sheila, wow, Rick Oswald. Linda Lou, oh my God, just checked. It's gone up to $3.15 from Wednesday. It was $2.99. See, the gas is going up. Donnell, Sheila, you're right. Bruce will soon have to advertise for a personal assistant to help him read out all the messages. Cameron Donovan saying hi. Welcome, Cameron. Sylvia, laughing out loud, Bruce. The 3 J's. Hey, Bruce, 3 degrees in Galway, Ireland. Winter is creeping back again. Off to bed now. I'll be watching the full show on the road in 6 hours, 4 a.m. James, Jenny, and Jack. Welcome, 3Js, and see you later. Fantastic. Sherry, hello, Sylvia. Roland, gas here in Montreal, 136 a liter. Sheila, bye, 3Js. Pleasant dreams. Brittany, bad weather came through Saturday night. A lot of people in Baton Rouge lost electricity, but it stayed on where I live. Tom Henry, what are chemtrails? Sheila, had to look it up. I had to look it up. Tom Henry, I for one, love to know that. Brittany is a good person. There you go. Sheila, they came for your planes, Tom Henry. Paul Lucas is laughing out loud. Everyone's laughing out loud. Okay, let's see here. What are we going here with comments? Everyone is putting in a few comments. Let me kind of move it up. Jeff Gold, Cruise Law News, thumbs up. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Tom Henry, and everybody. Brittany, as a Catholic, I'm very sad to see about Notre Dame. This is a very sad story. Cool Jess, did the Notre Dame Cathedral burn down? It did. It's very bad. Nurse Nancy, I sure appreciate the updates, Bruce. Don't know Carnival's excursions were on discount today. I will cancel one of my excursions I booked and rebook it with this sale. There you go. There's an idea. Douglas West, Bruce, how often do you cruise? Not enough. I don't cruise enough. It's been a while, Douglas, since I've been on a cruise. It's coming up to a little over 2 years. I started this channel 19 months ago, and I vowed that I would take my first cruise again as I built up this channel, and that will be later this year. Jennifer and I will be on a cruise ship. Probably by October, November, somewhere in there. I'll let you know when I know, and we'll have fun. Get together. Sheila, yes, Paul Willis, I saw that too. Nurse Nancy, I agree. Brittany just found out about Notre Dame by Bruce. Sad about that. Nurse Nancy sounds like it's burning right now. It is bad news there. Let's see here. Hi there, Donnell. Welcome back to Monday. Welcome back. Nurse Nancy saying hi to Donnell. Barry Holman, hello from PA. Welcome, Barry. Douglas, I'm not sure what you're saying there. Cool Jazz, Cruise Tips has an academy for, what is that? $25, 40 lessons in cruising. Interesting. Well, you find it worth your while, great. Otherwise, you could always watch this show, ask me questions, whatever works. It's all good. Kathy Hennessy, he also always is asking for Patreon donations. Oh, you're talking about Sal. Yes, Kathy. He's trying to make a living. You have to decide for yourself what YouTubers you want to support and how to do it. And like I said, people support this channel in a million ways, and I love you all for it. Thank you very much. 77 thumbs up. We got lucky sevens going here. Lucky sevens. Thank you very much. 77 thumbs ups. Trying to get to 100 today. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but thank you very much. Pamplemousse, hello, Bruce and everybody. Thank you, Pamplemousse. Hi there. Welcome home, Tom, from Nurse Nancy, of course. Judy, Denny, Cool Jazz, the one thing different, Cruise Trips TV will still chat with you whether you join or not. Right on. I like her. I like her. You know, Cruise Tips TV. I think she's great. Like to meet her sometime. Really would. She's been on the air a number of years, and she does great work, I think. Linda Dean, greetings from Virginia. Linda, welcome from Virginia to my show. I'm glad you're here from the beautiful area of Virginia. This is great. Tom Henry saying hi, Pamplemousse. Douglas West, Norwegian is the best line equipped for handicap cruising. Interesting. Let's see here. Sheila, I like Sherry with Cruise Tips TV. Great tips. Scott Weber, Lindley, he had a great time. Lots of good show. He spent 1 day at Tahoe and 5 at Mammoth. Nurse Nancy, no, we're in, not Beloit. Oh, that's right, Nurse Nancy. You're in that Oko Ono place. You're in that Yoko Ono place that Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Oh, I'm sure I blew that. Iskew Park, hi Bruce. It's Iskew in Thunder Bay, Ontario. +3 Celsius, gas, 141 a liter, warming up a bit. How's everyone doing tonight? Iskew, glad you're here. We're hanging in there, buddy. It's Monday, and we got a big crowd here having a good time today. Gay Tie, good morning, everyone. 7:25 a.m. Tuesday morning in sunny South Australia. A warm 34 Celsius today. Warm for mid-autumn. That is warm for mid-fall. Welcome, Gay. Welcome. Thanks, Gavin. Welcome, Gavin, to the show. Nurse Nancy, Oconomowoc. 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 It's so easy. Thank you so much, Nurse Nancy. Tom Henry, the Atlanta airport was a disaster last night with lots of people trying to get flights after late arrivals. We had a full flight and 24 standbys. Tom, you should have given up your seat for cash. Taking a hotel. Don't go last night. Go today. Take the money. I don't know. Whatever. Sheila, I need to retrain my Yorkie. 5:30 is her feeding time. And she's interfering with my Bruce time. Oh, my goodness, Sheila. We've got to work on that Yorkie of yours. Judy, Tom Henry, didn't help. Atlanta had a lot of Masters traffic, too. That's right. Folks going home from the Masters. Yes, Tom Henry, good to see you, Iskew. Yep, Judy, you're right. He says, Sherry, laughing out loud. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, I know. Life sometimes interferes with my TWB time. That's not good. Tom Henry, this is my first show with Bruce on the big screen, the big smart TV after his new part was in place. Great picture. Yay, Tom Henry, you sent me that part. I have it right here. It's just off camera. It's right there. You could just, there's the cable attached to it. It's right there. It's right there. And yes, the picture's been much better, and all is thank you, Tom. Fantastic. We're happy. We're really happy. This is good stuff. Sheila, yes, I can't go for long periods without it. I need my TWB, I guess you said. Thanks for your help, Tom, says Sheila. Brittany, I just posted a picture on Facebook page of my boyfriend and I. Fantastic. We'll check it out. Scott Weber, about the Carnival court problem, it really hasn't made a dent in the media yet. Maybe in June you'll see some more immediate attention. Yeah, like when they take the chairman of Carnival out of the courtroom in handcuffs and send him to jail for a little while to kind of let him think about it. Maybe that's going to do. Oh my, we'll see. I don't know. Tom Henry, cool. Brittany, cool. Brittany. Cat Rose, scary. Hi, Cat Rose. Sheila, I'll be on a cruise coming back in June. Scott Weber, guess I'll have to stay on the ship. Maybe I won't be allowed back in the U.S. That's a good name for Tom. Tom, the tornado. I don't know. I know Tom's tornado, but I wanted to see Tom work that big ass shovel of his, that brand new shovel he bought. He never got to use it. He never got this follow-up blizzard that we were waiting for. I want to see Tom use that big ass shovel of his. Tom the tornado. I don't know. Cool Jazz, Sheila, Tom has a few names. Cat Rose. There needs to be more places to go. Sheila, Bruce is changing colors. Laughing out loud, says Sheila. I hate tornadoes, says Kat. All right, let's see here. I don't like flying, says Kat. Nurse Nancy, flying has definitely changed over the years, hasn't it, folks? Hasn't it, really? Glenn Edinburgh, yes, Bruce, little cool this morning. Jumper is on. Sheila, yes, well, I take that back. I don't like I don't like being packed in like a sardine. There you go, Nurse Nancy. I don't like the shuffling in and out and squeezing together, but I do like the takeoff and landings. My favorite part. Linda Lou, golf history yesterday. Tigers back. That's right, Linda Lou. Cat Rose, the seats are bad on my back. Sheila, yes, I guess I like taking off, Nurse Nancy, like a roller coaster. Brittany, I enjoy flying. Sherry, hey gang, connect with me on Instagram. There you go. Nurse Nancy, I agree, Sheila. It's kind of fun, almost magical when it first takes off. Sherry, thank you, Sheila. Sheila's thanking Sherry. Sherry's thanking Sheila. Sherry, there's Sherry, there's Sheila, there's Sherry. This is very confusing. Bruce will have to play the lottery, 77. We've got 80 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. 62 and windy in Richmond. Beautiful blue sky, says Tom Henry. So windy, my flagpole bracket broke off yesterday. Wow. 55 here and windy too, Tom. Says Sheila. Scott Weber. Bruce, Mammoth Mountain is a ski resort in the Sierras between Bishop and Carson City. Ah, interesting. I have heard the name, but yes, thank you for helping me. Sheila, go Bruce. Nurse Nancy, you got it, Bruce. Oh no, what? See, now I can't do it. I'm looking at the name. I can't. I have to look at the thing that you did. Then I can do it, but then I forget it. And it's so easy. Nurse Nancy saying, Sheila, he's so entertaining. Nurse Nancy making me laugh. Sheila, I loved it when the troll made fun of him playing with his little ship. I like the rolling of the little ship. Sheila, he can use that shovel in the rain. Plow the waves down the driveway. Oh my God. Rupert, hi Bruce. Good morning from Sydney. Welcome, Rupert from Sydney. I'm assuming Sydney, Australia, but it could be Sydney, Nova Scotia. I don't know. Welcome, Rupert. Sheila, hi, Rupert. I kind of caught up to you guys. It's incredible. I've caught up on all the messages, and I think I lost a thumbs up. I must have made somebody mad. I got 79 now instead of 80. What can I say? I do the best I can with what very little I have, and I have very little. Thank you all for joining me today and hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I got a kick out of it, as I always do. We'll keep following the cruise news, see what's going on. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll be on twice tomorrow night, 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock tomorrow night for trivia. I look forward to having you come by and see me. We'll play some trivia tomorrow night and see what's going on in the cruise world. Follow up what's happening and stay on top of things. Thanks for all your support of this channel, as always. You always do. I really appreciate it. And we'll probably catch you tomorrow. In the meantime, I would suggest that you stay safe. Stay warm, stay healthy, and let's do this again at 5 o'clock tomorrow in the evening Eastern time. It should be fun. Sheila, hi Rupert. Sheila, thanks Bruce and TWB crew. Linda, great skiing at Mammoth. Nurse Nancy, I still see 80 thumbs ups. Thanks for a fun live stream, Bruce. Take care. God bless all. Yeah, there they are. 80 again. I got 80 again. So we'll take 80 and go from there. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks for the fun and the comments today. How many are still with me here? There are 51 still watching this show at this time of day after an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you for hanging in with me. I appreciate it. Sheila, thanks to Bruce and TWB. Don Truden, thanks for all the info. Thank you, Don, for joining me. Tom Henry, goodbye, everybody. Take her easy, Tom. Get some rest. And thanks for all those pics on that on Facebook group page. We just love it. Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. Join it today, everybody. Thanks all. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a good one. Bye for now.